Hello and welcome everyone. Hope you guys are having a very nice weekend. So let's take a look at what is happening around and what can we expect in the next week, in the coming week. So if we go here, we have NASDAQ 100, which closed at 13340, which is actually not a bad close at all. So that is something nice. But once again, if I zoom in and I show you, I talked about this area here in the short term, which is 13200 250. This might get tested, so still no retest of this, but we are getting an engulfing bullish candle here. If you look over here, this one over here is an engulfing bullish candle, so there might be a retest, but once again, overall we are hoping for 13500, which will give us a double top from this region over here. So this is what the expectation is right now for the NASDAQ 100, and market is trying to move in upward direction, so that is good overall. Daily RSI is sitting at 60, so a little bit upside is possible. Also, if you look at the 4-hour very quickly, again RSI is at 59.2. once again we can see this range here 13200, which got tested before, and this is the 4-hour engulfing candle I was talking about. But after that, market is trying to pick up from this very short term level, extremely short term level of 13275. This is from where the market is actually trying to pick up a little bit. So let's see in the next week if we are able to go 13500 or not. This is something we have to keep our eye on. Let's take a look at S&P 500 also. Let's go to the daily chart. Mentioned this level over here, which was 4050. Recently saw a bounce. Short-term resistance is sitting at 4160 roughly. Again, the target for this one would be around 4300, which will take us and give us a double top over here. So this is something that we are interested in. We want to see this happen. So yeah, double top at this price is what we are trying to see. Let's move on to S&P. Let's check Dow Jones also. And again, I would like to remind you, this is a live where you can also ask if you want us to look at something specific. We can do that also, no problem. But let's take a look at Dow Jones, what is happening, and straight away look at this somewhere around here. If I put a line over here, this is what 33,000 is, where in the short term we are trying to find some support. On the upside, you can see 34 100, which is lying over here roughly. We are seeing continuous resistance in the Dow Jones over here, so very small range of roughly 3.3% is where we are stuck currently. Also, the moving averages have collected over here, so ideally we would like to see a nice bounce, a nice pump. Again, have to break 34,000, stay above that, and the ultimate target will be of course 35,000. That is what we are trying to see. And an interesting thing on the Dow Jones is these 2 points over here. Look at this one and look at this one. These were the retest of this downward trend that we were since January 2022. So a retest of this trend line happened and we saw a nice bounce from here. Once again, just giving us some confirmation that we are outside of this downtrend for the time being, at least. Of course, if there is bad economic news or we are moving towards recession, then yes, it can get worse. But for now, yes, downtrend is broken and we are trying to hold this uptrend. Maybe a small retest of 33,000 can happen and then continue upwards. That is what we would ideally be looking for. And let's take a look at Apple being the largest stock. Once again, very nice situation for Apple, rejected from 174, but trying to form this double top at around 175 176. This is what we would be hoping for in the coming week, that we go and touch this level. In the short term, look at this area here, around $165, $164. Even the point of control, which means high volume area, is here. So this is where we might see a lot of buying if there is a retest of this. So that is something we have to keep in our mind. But other than that, look at the extreme uptrend we are seeing since the start of the year. Actually, look at this very strong uptrend. And if I try to see, yeah, this is roughly 38% gain by Apple stock since the start of the year. Is a very nice performance. Not only this, another important thing is from the current price of 172.5, the all-time high is actually not that far now, only 6% remaining. So if Apple is able to continue upwards and the business keeps doing well, then yes, we might see an all-time high. So that might actually be very good for the market, as Apple is one of the largest stocks, not one of the largest, it is the largest stock in the NASDAQ. Now let's take a quick look for Tesla also, because a lot of people are interested in Tesla. A lot of pump and dump happening. Finally price managed to get back in over here, and now we are stuck in this channel. This is actually a bull flag channel. The only thing what I would be concerned about is if there might be a retest again of 140, 145, but I am hoping that we might go back up towards 185, 190. The problem is this candle over here is not looking very nice. You can see now very clearly, not a nice candle, a big downside candle. So in that case, yes, 145, 135, this area might come into play. But other than that, this is still a bull flag channel. If we break out from this, that would be very nice. Hoping to reach this area around 220 and ultimately around the $230 to $40 mark is what we would be looking for. Not only this, I just uploaded a video. I have shared two stocks that might do very well in the next coming weeks. There is a possibility of 3 to 5x that can be done. So go ahead and watch that video also. But note that it is a very risky stock, so you have to be careful. Don't put all your money in. However, presenting us with a good opportunity to make money. NIO again break out from this trend line. This is since January 2021. Look at this extreme downtrend. A breakout has happened, yet we have not seen any retest of this. So a retest of this actually might be very catastrophic for NIO, because that would take us somewhere maybe around the $5 mark. So have to be careful of that. Other than this, yes, it is trying to break out of this downtrend towards the upside. 9.8 $10 is where the resistance is sitting currently. Even if it pumps from here to $10, that is a 25% return, so not bad at all. But have to be careful, because we want to see actually a nice pump. We have to come back into the $11-12 area. Somewhere in this range is where we would like to come back into. Otherwise $5, $6 is where we are headed on the NIO stock. Now let's take a look at some other things. Oil is sitting at $70. We were able to catch along in this range, and we had made some good money over here. Once again, we are seeing a rejection happen. Maybe a dip into this range can happen. Overall, oil, if it drops below $70, $65, that is good for inflation. But this range, look at this, 60 till roughly $65 has been a very important range since March 2021. This whole area, this is a very long term support, and even the last few months, look at all this pump, and then again recently. So have to be careful. If market like oil is not able to hold this level, then it might be big trouble. The next level we would be looking is somewhere here, which is $50-$55. So be careful if you are trading in oil. And if we continue pump upwards, we have to look over here. Look at this. If I show you over here, this is roughly $82. That is where we will get rejected. But if you're planning to go long, then probably I better to wait to get back into this range. Same like what happened here. Let's take a look. How much was the profit here? 28%, very good profit. So better to wait for this range rather than jumping in now. Again, gold also trying to hold $2,000 overall for the long term trend. Actually, we need to go to the weekly chart for this one. This range here historically has been a very nice buying range, $1,600 to $1,700. Lot of time we saw a very nice move in this range, and for the resistance we have 1950 till 2050. This $100 range towards the upside in red over here has been an important resistance area. So now that gold is trying to reject a little bit, of course first level we would expect to be around 1950, especially if next month in June, if interest rate don't increase and we see that there is a drop in inflation, then for sure we will see a drop in gold. 1950 and then 1900, these two levels are important for gold. In the daily chart we can see, look at this action. If I show you from here, look at this, all upward action, but look at the RSI going down. So bearish divergence forming on gold, hence this area here might come into play. Look at this over here, again over here 1950, same in the past 1950. So that would be great if it go down to 1950, then might be a chance to take a long over here, but we will see that time when that is happening. Also, let's talk about cryptocurrencies. A lot of action happening over the weekend. Price is stuck in this bull flag channel. This is the bull flag the price was in, and we got a very nice retest over here. You can see that the moving average of 200 is also here, and price is trying to bounce from here. Of course, target will be 28,000-29,000 in this range. That is what we are hoping we will see. Let's talk about the overall market cap. Also, once again testing the moving averages and trying to bounce from here. This range is where we might be interested in terms of the first take profit levels. So how much this would be? Another 10% pump is possible. Towards the downside we have 974, but then again $1 trillion mark is something absolutely the market needs to hold, otherwise it will cause a lot of problem. For Ethereum, trying to hold above 1800, that is a good thing. Of course, we want to see a breakout and confirmation of $2,000. If that happens for Ethereum, then probably somewhere here is what we are looking for. This region here, roughly 2200 till 2500 is the region we would be looking for. So yes, that would be great. So just a quick overview of what is happening in the market. Again, reminder, a lot of people want to trade, they put a lot of money in, they take a lot of leverage, but generally they don't have an idea of risk management, hence they blow up their accounts, and that is actually very sad to see. So if you are trading, please use proper risk management, and don't forget to watch the video that we just uploaded, and hopefully we will see you